All right, guys, I need to take a break from the garage, so let's do something a little bit different. Just this morning, I found a subreddit that I've never seen before, and it's called Stupid Car Questions. This isn't specific to a particular brand or anything. This is just for really any car, and I'm kind of the opinion that there is no stupid question, but let's find out if there is. All right, right off the bat, why can you shift into first while moving backwards, but you can't shift to reverse while moving even slightly forward? This is a valid question. If you've ever tried it, it kind of does that crazy grinding or sometimes jumps or skips. That's usually because of synchros. So most gears in the forward motion have synchros or synchro mesh, and the reverse gear doesn't. So if you don't come to a full complete stop, you will grind trying to get into that gear. See, that wasn't a stupid question. They genuinely wanted to know what that was. That makes sense. Next up, what is this thing? That's a water mill. Totally. Yeah, you plug it in, and every time you run your windshield washer fluid, it generates power for your car. It's like a hybrid thing. I actually have no idea. It looks 3D printed, so it may not. I don't know. Someone made it for the car. No idea. Very stupid question, but I'm asking for the hell of it. Would you guys think this would fit on an 2000 Crown Vic? Well, it's only a couple bucks, so buy it, try it, and let us know. All right, how does unsprung weight affect ride quality specifically? All right, this is actually kind of an interesting question. And, the question is way too long. So not going to read all of it, but unsprung weight is basically any weight below your suspension, right? So on your axles, your hubs, your wheels, all of that's unsprung weight. Everything above it, right, sitting on the springs is sprung weight. The best example of this is when people put huge rims and tires on their car, and it messes with ride quality. So your car becomes way more sluggish. It doesn't accelerate as fast. It looks cool, but a lot of times it does mess with your ride quality. Even turning. I had a Wrangler that someone put massive tires on, and when you try to turn, the actual tire would hit the sway bar on the front of the suspension. It was pretty stupid. I'm selling my Wrangler. This is the only rust spot on the whole car. I can get a new fender, blah, 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 and install it. Do you think I can recoup my money at time of sale, or should I leave it as is? So, no, I don't think you should replace it. This is also not a stupid question. This is a valid question. The thing is, well, two things. First of all, this is just going to affect the type of person that's going to buy the Jeep, right? So for me, if I see this stuff, I instantly walk away. I think rust, especially on a Wrangler, is like cockroaches. If you see one, there's 1,000 somewhere else. And it's the same thing with this rust, dude. I've owned enough Jeeps to know that if you see it on the fender like that, the underbody's going to be full of it. But anyone who's buying a car is going to look underneath anyways. And if they see rust on the underside, they're just going to either accept it or they're going to move on. Don't waste your money. Drop something inside a hole of my car. Oh, Jesus. Drop something inside a hole of my car jack compartment. Where did it go? Narnia. Went to Narnia. Say goodbye. Car is making a stuttering sound when turning on ignition. Sound is coming from around the batter. Any ideas? Stop baking cakes in your car. Problem will go away. How do I fix the stuck button on this key fob? Sell your Subaru. Make it someone else's problem. Do I need new front struts? 2014 Prius. No, you need a new car. But the struts actually look fine. Those are just dust covers. Mostly, that's just to keep shit out of it. So if you caught it early, you can usually just put a new dust cover on it. But if it's riding for crap and it feels weird, then yes, you need a new strut. But you don't need one just because you tore the dust boot. The annoying thing is you have to take it apart to slide that new dust boot on. So if you do, or you're getting close to needing a new one, you might as well just do it. Went over, scraped a curb. Do I need to repaint, treat, protect the exposed metal? 2014 Prius. Oh, probably same Prius, you think? Let's see. Yeah, same Prius. No, the answer is no. You could paint it to make it look less ugly. That's some pretty nasty rash, but other than that, you're good. Piece of fender liner popped out. How crucial is this issue? It's not terribly crucial unless you're driving in water, usually. But fender liners, they do a couple things. They obviously keep water and shit out of your engine compartment, but sometimes they help direct air and things like that as well. So, I would get it fixed. I wouldn't just let it go. But you'd be surprised. Some people ride without them at all, right? Custom vehicles and everything. You don't necessarily need them. It's just if you're using it as an everyday car, you should keep that stuff protected. Advice for changing a tire on a sloped driveway. Avoid doing that. Avoid doing that. Yeah, that's all. Just don't. My car's exhaust broke, but I have to drove an hour tomorrow and don't have time to fix it. It depends on where it broke. If it broke in your headers and it's just sheared off at the headers, I would avoid driving it. If it broke behind the O2 sensors or around the muffler, who cares? It's just going to be annoying and very annoying, actually. In fact, we just recently bought a Saab, and the idiot that owned it before us cut the mufflers off, and it was the most obnoxious thing to drive. I know it's like a style and people like to do it, but no. Which car makes / engines don't burn excessive oil? All of them when they're properly maintained. I can't find any. My current car uses oil like crazy. It's a Kia. All right. I've read reviews on Hondas, Toyotas, and even Jeeps to have the same issue. Which car make doesn't have the problem? I mean, you can find anybody on any car make anywhere that has an engine that burns excessive oil. It's just under-maintained and there's something wrong with it. Other than that, if it's maintained and functioning, it shouldn't be burning oil at all. Doesn't matter what brand it is. Kia Forte, brake light lens cracked. My dad struggled to remove the rear brake light lens, burnt out my ball, blah, blah, blah. We both cracked it and then broke the clips that held it onto the body. Do I need to buy a new one? Yeah, you need to buy a new one. If you have a part and then you break it, you need to buy a new one. Especially with these, mostly because if it's cracked, then the seal is broken. Those things are actually sealed. And so if they're broken, they're just going to get wet and blow out bulbs. It's going to be obnoxious. So other than the fact that you broke the clips that hold it on as well, you just need to buy a new one. What are these for? I'm not doing anything with them. Just curious. Could we get a picture with a little context? This is the picture. That's it. This person says button blanks. I believe that. That seems reasonable. Moving on. 2005 Nissan Sentra replacing standard headlights. Headlights aren't good. Covers aren't clear. Pretty jank standard bulbs. Okay. We'll replace the jank standard bulbs, but you can also try restoration kits. They are actually getting very, very good. And I just bought a new kit a couple weeks ago on also the Saab that we just bought. And it is night and day. It is astounding how well they turned out. If I have before and afters, I'll put them right here. But they're like $15-$20 for the kit. You spend an hour doing it and they're fantastic. And you have UV protectant, so they stay that way. And as long as you keep up on that UV, they should stay nice and clear. So try that first before going and buying new headlight assemblies, unless you want to change the look of your car. If you want to change the look, then change the look. No issue with that, but otherwise, good thing to check out. Is it crazy to have my Kia get repair service at a Lexus dealership so I can get a loaner? This is okay. I actually have a story about this. This is craziness. Again, with the Saab, we've been restoring a Saab. I just haven't been recording it, but you guys will probably see it someday. Fact of the matter is I called around to get an alignment, and I was calling like dealerships, like a Chrysler dealership, Ford dealership, whatever. And I called the Chrysler dealership, and they're like, yeah, it's like $100 billion, super expensive. I was like, whatever. So I called a Ford dealership because I have Ford points, and they're like, oh, we won't service the Saab. We only service Fords. And I was like, hold on a second. What the fuck are you talking about? You're telling me if I buy a used car, like let's say a Kia, for instance, you're going to refuse to service it? So I thought that was the weirdest thing. In my entire life, I've owned so many damn cars. Never once have I been denied service at a dealership because it wasn't the same brand as the dealership. Very strange. So no, it's not crazy. Get your loaner. Go drive that Lexus while your Kia's in the shop. I wouldn't necessarily call any of these really, truly dumb questions. Just people that want to know more about their cars, and I think that's really cool. Either way, I enjoyed looking at it, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Kind of been on the hunt lately to find other car-related subreddits to kind of show you guys just for fun, and if you have any suggestions, definitely put them in the comments below, and I'll check them out, make a little video on them. This isn't going to interrupt my normal upload schedule. It's just some extra stuff I want to do just for the heck of it. So, like the video, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Wow.